Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be revealing something I've waited quite a while to reveal to you all. Before I actually show you what we're going to be working on, update, the Copart Mini has sold. So I sold that on the weekend. I've actually picked up myself a 54 plate Ford Focus just for 2 minutes whilst I get some sort of idea of what I want next. That's just going to get me back and forth to work. So yeah, after I reveal this, I'm just going to go through a brief history of why this project is here. It's not a Copart auction. I bought this over a year ago now, and I'll give you the history in a minute. So let's get into this. Right guys, so some of you are wondering why is there a Mini Cooper S behind me. So I'll get into that right now. So a history in my cars so far. I started off with a 140 brake Ford Fiesta Black Edition. I put an RS bumper and a few different little mods on it as my first car. I put the cars up in this corner by here just for a reference. I then sold that, bought a Mini Cooper S for £1,000 off Facebook Marketplace. I thought that was a steal for what it is. Just the shell alone for £1,000, I was like banging. I then bought the 15 plate Corsa, which you've been watching and enjoying. That wasn't going anywhere towards the end of last year, so I then bought the 15 plate Mini Cooper S from Copart, just to kind of give me something to do in the background, because I couldn't work out what the issues were with the Corsa. In the background of the Corsa, I had this for 2 months. I drove it for 2 months, the engine went boom. As expected when you pay £1,000 for a Mini. I had no kind of knowledge on the engine and what kind of problems were occurring with this engine, but here we are. I've learned from that, and well, I'm here now still with it, but with a lot more knowledge. So I parked this up and I started driving my sister's Hyundai i10. So that's what you saw in some of the videos when I was picking up parts from various places, mainly the Mini Cooper bonnets for the last project. But before any of these cars, apart from the Fiesta, the inspiration behind this channel was a 7 plate Clio, which I'll put by here. And a friend of the family actually crashed it, and she gave it to me for a pretty good price, and I thought, oh, I'll see if I can flip that. I flipped it, I made a couple of quid, and then I started getting into these YouTube videos. I watched Beers for Build and different other Sam Crack, stuff like that. So I thought I'd give it a go. So then that's when I sold the Fiesta and then moved on to this, that and the other, and here we are now. So this is my 2020 track build. So I'm gonna be, the plans for this is to strip it and put it around a track, but first I gotta sort the engine out. So let's dig into that. Right, so here we're looking at the N14 engine. In the blue convertible we just done, that was the N18 engine, which is the more reliable version of this, the big brother of this engine basically, which they put into the newer models of the Cooper S as they came out. As you can see, I've taken a few things off the rocker cover. I checked the rocker cover and it was actually melted right by there, and on the inside of these two holes here. So the engine's quite knackered. Originally I was gonna just do the timing, I was gonna change the head gasket, check the valves, make sure the engine was running properly. I'll insert a clip now of how the engine's running. We've actually got white smoke coming out the exhaust. That could mean a number of things. Checking this, there's no milky residue, so it's one of them. Because we had an oil leak in the car as well, I was replacing the oil literally every day just to keep it running, because at the time I had no car. but if there wasn't an oil leak, I'm sure there would have been like kind of a milky residue, like milky liquid, whatever you want to call it. It would have looked like the head gasket had blown a bit more. That's my assumption right now. It could be a number of things. It could be the oil pickup is blocked and it's cooked the engine. It could be, I'm not an expert, but I'm just going off things I've researched and other people, what their engines have done in the past, all the forums, etc, etc. But what I'm gonna do is get a replacement engine, which I have found for a decent price. I'm quite happy with the price. It just needs, it says the timing chain is noisy, which I do have a couple of parts from this car when I bought it that was in the boot, so obviously one of the parts is missing, so I'm guessing that's on this engine and they didn't replace all of it, so it's quite fortunate really. I can change the timing chain and the two guides when I get this new engine. I believe that's the plan. I think that's what I'm going to go with, and then I can work on this engine outside of the car and still have a running car where we can do our mods and we can kind of build around a stock engine while still building the engine we've got already outside of the car. So I thought that was the best way to kind of sort myself out. So I've got a car I can be motivated to rebuild and not stress about an engine that I'm reaching in here, trying to get in, hoping it'll fix, where I can put an engine in and with any bit of luck will start run, get me through an MOT, and I can actually start building properly as a real project. So that's the plan. First of all, in this video we're gonna just strip the front end. I feel like I can do that pretty quickly now. I've stripped this once. I've stripped the blue Mini once or twice, so I think we can do it pretty quickly. The only thing, well, I think when the new engine comes, I just have to take the turbo off, etc, etc, and kind of just replace the parts around the engine. I think the mounts are pretty easy. There's like 4 bolts there. There should be another 6 bolts on the other engine mount, and it's ready to come out really. I've got a hoist, get that new engine in, and it's an alright engine that'll get me around for a bit. We just need to replace, we need to repair this alloy. There's a crack in this alloy, but I've got someone that can TIG weld. We'll get these alloys sprayed, I believe. The white is actually disgusting. And then visually, it's not a bad looking car, but I do want to put a JCW kit on it. I do want to lower it. I do want to put an exhaust on it. I do want to roll cage, bucket seats, just the kind of the track kind of necessities. So those are my plans. That's what I want to do. In this episode we will get this front end stripped down, and hopefully we can start planning and getting a better idea of what's going on with this car. But I hope you all enjoy as much as hopefully I'll be enjoying the drive. And I love the blue Mini. Obviously it's gone now, but I love driving it. I love driving this when I had it working, so we will have this up and running. She is a good looking car. Yeah, I'll put you up on the tripod and we'll get going. as you can see, I've taken the headlights out. That was at the start of these time lapse. Those are the things that are probably the easiest to take out. There's 4 bolts on each side, and you can take them out pretty quickly. But in my experience, I don't put them back in. So I've taken the front strut. I had an issue with that. This bolt snapped on, well, the thread just is cross thread. It is. You can see the angle it's on there. So I've actually snapped this. I'm not happy about it, but you break things, it happens. I'm just gonna keep going. Bumpers off. Just gotta remove this front support. Obviously, I've done this a couple of times now, putting them on and off. So I'm just gonna keep cracking on. That took about 45 minutes just to do what I've done. So once you've worked on a Mini before, I think it's pretty easy going once you know which bits are coming off in which order. But yeah, having fun. I love working on Minis. Let's keep going. We're at a pretty good point now, just within an hour of work, I think it was. So next thing to do is get the wheel off on that side, take the wheel liner out, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up. Gonna have to wash that down. I didn't realize there was that much coolant left in the system. I thought it all pissed out ages ago, but if you can see that, I think the thermostat is leaking. Thermostat housing, sorry. So once we get it stripped off, we'll have a good look, and we will be servicing a lot on this engine just for longevity. Is that the word? Just to make it last as long as it possibly can, because I don't want to be sinking money into something I'm doing half-assed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've had oil leaks with this. So we're gonna have a good look at this, I hope. Should have a semi-reliable car, I hope, at the end of this. That makes good power. But these engines aren't the most reliable anyways, so you gotta love them, because otherwise you'll be very sad when they go boom every 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. We'll see where we get. I've got work in the morning, but I just want to crack on so I know in my head I've done a good bit of work. Right, wheel arch liner is out. If you remember me in the last mini series, you know I hate taking out those wheel arch liners, and to make it worse, I didn't clean this up, and now just don't. I hate this. This is the only part I hate. I'll take the head off. I'll do that without, like that's gonna be learning. But taking that wheel arch out, I don't know why, but I hate it. I hate it. But that's out. Everything looks disgusting. I feel disgusting. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do tonight, but I'm quite happy with what I've managed to do. I'll see what I could do quickly now. I'm going to do one more thing and then I'll wrap it up. I'm just undoing the last, I think this is the cap for the exhaust side. Right, so this is removed. I believe this is the cap. I believe it's the cap. I've never removed an exhaust in my life, but this is the O2 sensor. I believe one of them's the O2 sensor. But we've now got more access to the turbo and the exhaust manifold that we need to remove before we remove the head. It's very messy. There's just gunk, as you can see, everywhere. It's gonna need a good clean, this engine, but yeah, it's a hot day. My phone just overheated. Yeah, we're just gonna crack on. This is the turbo and exhaust manifold. So that's come off there, as you can see. Well, hope you can see a lot of carbon build up. These engines are renowned for their carbon build up inside the engines. So that was quite straightforward to take apart. Yeah. This is the look of the block. As you can see, there's oil residue on, well, say the second and the third port. I think that's what we call these. But that is, let me put the torch on that one. What we've got the inlet side of the block, and we've got the, well, the exhaust side of the block. And as you can see here, we've got, obviously that's normal, that's just a bit of carbon buildup. But what we've got here, if you can see on my finger now, we've got glossy, really rough feel in the inside. And that is oil, I believe. And we've got oil, not as much on this side, but definitely some. And that one's dry there, so we've definitely got an issue, mainly with this second port. But yeah, I'm sweating out, my phone's overheating, the sun is unreal right now. But yeah, we're cracking on. All we've got now for this video, we're gonna remove the inlet manifold, yeah, and hopefully then we'll have our first video complete on this track build. This is the inlet side of things. What we've got here is just a manifold with just a few different, I'm guessing to do with vacuum and different other systems in the car that work within the manifold. But as you can see, the housing's melted that focuses, you can see that, yeah, you can see how charred that actually is. And as you can see off my dirty finger, the glisten off the oil, that should not be in the air side of things. So you can see this engine definitely has its problems. I'll show you if I can just the oh, focus please. So I've got plenty of space now. The lighting is very bad, but that's what my view is of the inlet side of the engine. So this is the end of the episode. I'm happy with the progress that we've done. Obviously it's a different day. The last day I think it was cloudy, raining, and today was sunny. I'm going to continue working on this today, so hopefully we'll have the second episode out pretty quickly after this. I'll flip you around. So I'm going to wrap it up here. As I was just saying then, I'm going to continue working on this today and hopefully get the second episode out straight after this one, as I am struggling a little with the balance of working on the cars with work and just finding the time at the moment. I know I've had a few comments saying when's the next upload, but I'm trying to find the balance, the right balance. Obviously during the lockdown period I could produce a couple more videos and I had a little more content with the Mini getting that MOT'd. I've got the Corsa just being MOT'd now, and I'm just gonna start this project on my weekends, I hope. I will be getting another Copart auction car soon, but I want to get this on the road, and I want to so I can move this back out onto the road and have this space then to get my next auction car. But this ain't far off at all being sorted. I'll remove the head now. Hopefully the seagull shuts up, but hopefully we get the head off, we get it skimmed, head gasket, and we're away. Do you know what I mean? But everything has its problems, especially with these cars. I will come across a few head scratch moments, want to give up moments, but it's all fun, really. It's all fun and games. But really happy just looking at it, just stripped down now. Yeah, very excited to see what the problem is with this engine and hopefully get it fixed. So thank you for tuning in as always, and thanks for the continuous support, I guess. They come, but thank you very much for watching this episode. I'll put my Instagram in my description and I'll put it up on screen. I do upload there regularly. I try my best to anyway. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, that means a lot to me. And yeah, we'll continue building this thing in the background. See you in a bit. Ta-da.